everyone, my name is Andrea Mayba. So climate change refers to long-term shifts in temperatures and weather patterns. Human activities have been the main driver of climate change due to sustaining modern life. Climate change directly affects the fuel supply, energy production, as well as the physical resilience of current and future energy infrastructure. Heat waves and droughts are already putting existing energy generation under stress, making it even more important to reduce fossil fuel emissions. In our report, we will further discuss about climate change and also the happenings of energy crisis to our society and what will be the best solution to solve these circumstances.
As you can see in our collage, illustrating the causes, consequences, and issues of the energy crisis. Flood, forest fire, air pollution, and other climate change-related events are represented by the circle portion. Hand raised outside the circle signify that this type of behavior must end. The right-hand side of the image displays various climate change mitigation strategies, including planting trees, recycling, and conservation. The left side depicts the solution to the energy dilemma, which includes energy conservation, the adoption of environmentally friendly items to reduce energy use. There are many ways we may improve the planet. Modernization is crucial, but saving the planet is also vital.
Good day everyone, I'm Christian Ivan Colin. I will be reporting what is climate change and what are the causes of climate change. What is climate change? Climate change refers to long-term changes in temperature and weather patterns. These changes could be caused by natural processes such as variations in the solar cycle. What are the causes of climate change? The human expansion of the greenhouse effect. Life on Earth is dependent on an atmospheric greenhouse, a layer of gases that trap heat from the sun as it is reflected back from the Earth. These include water vapor, carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide. These greenhouse gases are crucial to keeping our planet at a suitable temperature for life. However, because of human interference in natural balance of greenhouse effect, it leads to climate change. But since in the 1800s, human activities, primarily the combustion of fossil fuels like coal, oil, and gas, we use this energy to generate electricity and to power transportation, for example, our cars and planes, and industrial processes. Due to excessive burning of fossil fuels, it produces more carbon dioxide and nitrogen oxides that greatly affect our climate conditions. Another is cutting down forests and the Kaingian system. We know this already. And lastly, irresponsible waste management. So those are the causes why we experience climate change.
What are the effects of climate change and how is climate change affecting Philippines? Humans and wild animals face new challenges for survival because of climate change. The potential future effect of global climate change include more frequent wildfires, longer periods of droughts in some regions, and an increase in the duration and intensity of tropical storms. As climate change worsens, dangerous weather events are becoming more frequent or severe. People in cities and towns around the world are facing the consequences, from heat waves and wildfires to coastal storms and flooding. Philippines is the third most vulnerable country to climate change according to the 2017 World Risk Report. Impact of climate change in the Philippines are immense, including annual losses in GDP, changes in rainfall patterns and distribution, droughts, threat to the biodiversity and food security, sea level rise, public health risks, and endangerment of vulnerable groups such as women and indigenous people.
Good day everyone, I'm Joshua Malinaw, and today I'm going to share about climate change also impacts our country's ability to feed people. So number one, climate change is altering production, ecosystem, and compromising food security and nutrition for millions of people in the Philippines. So due to climate change has affected yields in many places, not all of the changes are negative. Some crop yields have increased in some locations. Overall, however, climate change is reducing global production of staples such as rice and wheat. Number two, climate change also affects farmers. Because of the extreme heat and excessive rain, the rice crops are destroyed. Also because of the flooding, so the farmers are affected because that is what they make a living from. And number three, food security declines. So the Global Food Security Index, GSFI, showed a decline in the Philippines ranking from 74th, it dropped to 79 among 113 countries based on the data released by the Economist Intelligence Unit or EIU. And lastly, malnutrition increases. The problem of malnutrition continues to shock millions of people around the world, particularly in poor countries including the Philippines, and it continues to worsen with increasing cases of poverty and growing population. According to the Food and Agriculture Organization, the case of malnutrition in the Philippines is connected to the lack of enough nutritious food or because of the difficulty of reaching the necessary foods to the entire population. In addition, it is said that not everyone knows enough about the importance of nutrition.
What is energy crisis? The topic of energy crisis is broad and intricate, except when petrol prices increase or there are long lineups at the gas stations. Most people don't feel linked to its reality. Despite numerous efforts, the energy crisis is still there and getting worse. This is because the complicated reasons and solutions to the energy issues are not widely understood. The concern around the energy crisis is that as demand increases, the world demand on the finite natural resources required to power modern society are dwindling. These natural resources are scarce, despite the fact that they occur naturally. It may take hundreds of thousands of years for the stockpiles or to refill.
Good day, everyone. I am Rinaldo Pascual, and let's talk about what are the possible solutions to the energy crisis. Number one is energy transition to renewable energy sources. Unlike fossil fuels, some energy sources are totally renewable and do not emit greenhouse gases. These clean and sustainable alternatives energy solutions include solar energy, hydropower, wind energy, geothermal energy, and biomass energy. Number two, buy energy efficient products. Replacing standard bulbs with CFLs and LEDs, they use less watts of electricity and last longer. Number three, lighting controls. New technologies exist that makes lighting controls considerably more fascinating while also providing long-term energy and financial savings. Number four, grid access made simpler. People who use different options to generate power must be given permission to plug into the grid and get credit for power you feed into it. Number five, energy simulation. Large corporations can redesign building units and lower operating energy costs by using energy simulation software. Number six, perform energy audit. An energy audit can help you locate energy leaks into your home or workplace and pinpoint improvements you can make to increase energy efficiency. Number seven is shared position on climate change. Both wealthy and developing countries should have a common stand on the climate change. They should focus on reducing greenhouse gas emission and overconsumptions of resources to maintain the healthy standards of the world.
Good day, everyone. This is me, Andrea Mayba, discussing the causes of energy crisis. There are numerous causes of energy crisis, and one of it is the overconsumption. The energy crisis is a result of many different strains on our natural resources, like on fossil fuels, such as oil, gas, and coal due to overconsumption. Second, overpopulation. The increase in the world's population and its demands for fuel and products is another cause of crisis. Regardless of the food or product type you choose, none of them are carried without using a considerable portion of our energy resources. Third, poor infrastructure. Aging infrastructure of power generating equipment is yet another reason for energy shortage. Most of the energy producing firms keep on using outdated equipment that restricts the production of energy. Fourth, unexplored renewable energy options. Renewable energy still remains unused in most countries. Most of the energy comes from non-renewable sources like coal, but it is still the top choice to produce energy in most countries. Fifth, delay in commissioning of power plants. In few countries, there is a significant delay in commissioning of new power plants that can fill the gap between the demand and supply of energy. The result is that all plants come under huge stress to meet the daily demands for power. Sixth, wastage of energy. In most parts of the world, people do not realize the importance of conserving energy. Simple things like switching off fans and lights when not in use. 7. Poor distribution system. Frequent tripping and breakdown are a result of a poor distribution system. 8. Major accidents and natural calamities. Major accidents like pipeline bursts and natural calamities can also cause interruption to energy supplies. The huge gap between supply and demand of energy can raise the price of essential items, which can give rise to inflation in a country. 9. Wars and attacks. Wars between countries can also hamper supply of energy, especially if the conflict takes place in Middle East and North Africa. Like in previous years, the price of oil reached its peak, causing major problems for energy consumers. 10. Miscellaneous factors. Tax hikes, military coup, political events, severe hot summers, or cold winters can cause sudden increase in demand of energy and can choke supply. A strike by unions in oil-producing firms can definitely cause an energy crisis.